and 10. And Moses said unto the Most High, O my power, I am not eloquent. And he told him to go speak to the children of Israel. I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. He said, I'm not eloquent. I don't have all these words in a vocabulary to speak. Say, hey, I stutter. I'm not eloquent in speech. You just said I'm uncircumcised lips. And the Most High said unto him, who has made man's mouth? Who made man's mouth? Or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I, the Most High? You know what he said? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth. He said, go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. Then he said, O my power, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the anger of the Most High was kindled against Moses, and he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well, and also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth, and he will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth, and will teach you what ye shall do. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people. And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of the Most High. And thou shalt take this rod in thine hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs. See? So, the Most High have a solution. He already know ahead of time. He already know our thoughts. He know the past, the present, and the future. And the future to etc., etc., etc. Infinity, infinity, infinity. He already know. So ain't nothing you gonna bring to the Most High you don't have an answer for. You see here, Moses coming with all this uncircumcised lips. I stutter, I can't speak well. He said, man, I already got the answer for you. Let's go to 2 Samuel 7. 2 Samuel 7. Go look at King David, humility. Mind you, I told you I would go through a lesson and show you how we are a degenerate family. But also, we got to look at how we please the Most High in our humility also. That's why we got to look at this, because this is the only way we're going to make it out of this wicked kingdoms that we've been scattered in. 2 Samuel 7 and 18. Before the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. 2 Samuel 7:18. Then went King David in and sat before the Most High, and he said, who am I, O Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? And what is my house that thou hast brought me hitherto? And this was yet a small thing in thy sight, O Most High power, but thou hast spoken also of thy servant's house for a great while to come. And is this the manner of man, O Most High power? And what can David say more unto thee? For thou, Most High power, knowest thy servant. You know me. For thy word's sake, and according to thine own heart, hast thou done all these great things, to make thy servant know them? Wherefore thou art great, O Most High. But there is none like thee, neither is there any power besides thee, according to all that we have heard with our ears. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom the Most High went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible, for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemed to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their idols. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people, Israel, your people Israel. He hath Most High confirmed to himself his people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. So the Most High has not cast away his people which he foreknew. You hear that? Forever means forever. And thou, Most High, art become their power. Hallelujah. For Samuel's 18 and 18. Let's see. 1 Samuel 18. I'll start at verse 17. And Saul said to David, Saul was the first king that we had. Behold, my eldest daughter, Merab, her will I give thee to wife. Only be thou valiant for me, and fight the Most High's battles. For Saul said, let not thine hand be upon him, but let the hand of the Philistines be upon him. And David said unto Saul, who am I? Humility. Who am I? And what is my life, or my father's family in Israel, that I should be son-in-law to the king? I said, who am I? I'm nobody. That I should be son-in-law to the king? And it came to pass, as time when Merab, Saul's daughter, should have been given to David, that she was given unto Azriel, the Maholathite, to wife. And Michal, Saul's daughter, loved David, and they told Saul, and the thing pleased him. And Saul said, I will give him her, that she may be a snare to him. Wow. So I'm going to give you Michal. That she should be a trap, a hindrance to David, and that the hand of the Philistines may be against him. Wherefore Saul said to David, thou shalt this day be my son-in-law, and the one of the twain. So you see what David said though, when Saul wanted to give King, well, he was not king because Saul was the king at this time, David his firstborn daughter. But David was like, David said in verse 18 to Saul, who am I? And what is my life? Or my father's family in Israel, that I should be son-in-law to the king? See? That's humility. Say, who am I? I'm nobody. Or my father. I should be son-in-law to the king? Verse 22. 1 Samuel 18:22. And Saul commanded his servants, saying, commune with David secretly, and say, behold, the king hath delight in thee, and all his servants love thee. Now therefore be the king's son-in-law. That's what he told his servants to go tell David to persuade him to be the son-in-law. And Saul's servants spake those words in the ears of David. And David said, seemeth it to you a light thing to be a king's son-in-law, seeing that I am a poor man and lightly esteemed? See? Hear what David said? Seeing that I am a poor man, I should be the king's son-in-law. I'm a poor man and lightly esteemed. He said, I'm not worthy to be the king's son-in-law. Who am I? That's what he's saying. First Samuel 23 and 13. Then David and his men, which were about 600, arose and departed out of Keilah, and went whithersoever they could go. And it was told Saul that David was escaped from Keilah, and he forbade to go forth. And David abode in the wilderness in strongholds, and remained in a mountain in the wilderness of Ziph. And Saul sought him every day, but the Most High delivered him not into his hand. See, the Most High didn't deliver King David into his hand. And David saw that Saul was come out to seek his life. King Saul wanted to kill King David. And David was in the wilderness of Ziph in a wood. David was a mighty man. Look at 1 Samuel 26. And let's look at verse 13. Then David went over to the other side and stood on the top of an hill. Let's look at, because you understand, David could have killed King Saul. Let's look at that first. Let's jump to verse 8. 1 Samuel 26 and 8. Then said Abijah to David, the Most High have delivered thine enemy into thine hand this day. Talking about King Saul. Now therefore let me smite him, I pray thee, with the spear even to the earth at once. And I will not smite him the second time, so I'll kill him. One strike with the spear. And David said to Abijah, destroy him not, for who can stretch forth his hand against the Most High's anointed and be guiltless? It's humility. He said, who can stretch forth their hand against the Most High's anointed? The Most High anointed Saul to be the first king over the 12 tribes of Israel. David said furthermore, as the Most High liveth, the Most High shall smite him, or his day shall come to die, or he shall descend into battle and perish. The Most High forbid that I should stretch forth my hand against the Most High's anointed. But I pray thee, take thou now the spear that is at his bolster and the cruse of water, and let us go. So David took the spear and the cruse of water from Saul's bolster, and they got them away, and no man saw it, nor knew it, neither awakened, for they were all asleep, because a deep sleep from the Most High was fallen upon them. Verse 11. Then David went over to the other side and stood on the top of an hill afar off, a great space being between them. He put a great distance between them. And David cried to the people and to Abner, the son of Ner, saying, Answerest thou not, Abner? Then Abner answered and said, Who art thou that crieth to the king? And David said to Abner, Art not thou a valiant man? And who is like to thee in Israel? Wherefore then hast thou not kept thy power the king, thy master the king? For there came one of the people in to destroy the king, thy power, thy master. This thing is not good that thou hast done. As the Most High liveth, ye are worthy to die, because ye have not kept your master, the Most High's anointed. And now see where the king's spear is, in the cruse of water that was at his bolster. And Saul knew David's voice and said, Is this thy voice, my son David? And David said, It is my voice, my master, O king. And he said, Wherefore does my power thus pursue after his servant? For what have I done? Or what evil is in mine hand? So what have I done? Now therefore I pray thee, let my master the king hear the words of his servant. If the Most High have stirred thee up against me, let him accept an offering. But if they be of the children of men, cursed be they before the Most High. For they have driven me out this day from abiding in the inheritance of the Most High, saying, Go, serve other idols. Now therefore let not my blood fall to the earth before the face of the Most High, for the king of Israel is come out to seek a flea. It's humility. King of Israel come to seek a flea, as when one does hunt a partridge in the mountains. In the mountains, you hear this? He called himself a flea. That's humility. This great warrior, King David, called himself a flea. Verse 21, then said Saul, I have sinned. Return, my son David, for I will no more do thee harm, because my soul was precious in thy eyes this day. Behold, I have played the fool, and have erred exceedingly. And David answered and said, Behold the king's spear, and let one of the young men come over and fetch it. And the Most High render to every man his righteousness and his faithfulness, for the Most High delivered thee into my hand today. But I would not stretch forth mine hand against the Most High's anointed. You hear how he keeps saying, you're not going to touch the Most High's anointed. And behold, as thy life was much set by this day in mine eyes, so let my life be much set by in the eyes of the Master. And let him deliver me out of all tribulation. Then Saul said to David, Blessed be thou, my son David. Thou shalt both do great things, and also shalt still prevail. So David went on his way, and Saul returned to his place. Look at 2 Samuel. 7 and 18. Then went King David in and sat before the Most High, and he said, Who am I, O Most High power? And what is my house that thou hast brought me hitherto? Once again, humility. He said, Who am I? I'm nobody. O Most High power, and what is my house? What is my family that thou hast brought me hitherto, and this was yet a small thing in thy sight.